One of the things that we found with students over the sort of last 10 years is very much that there's a greed and an appetite for short bursts of information.
I think a lot of textbooks are too managerial in focus. I think marketing today, largely because of the impact that the internet has had on marketing, is a global phenomenon. The idea that students interact with marketing as consumers all day, every day. And so we talk more heavily about brands, more heavily about society, more heavily about themselves, understanding themselves as consumers. So the idea that you would give a textbook that's in black and white, it's just not happening like that anymore.
So rather than having sort of hours and hours of lecture that might be related to the theory and then sort of considering a case study, it's sort of drawing that link much more quickly.
I think for the first time, we offer students the opportunity to learn in a way that they learn themselves and the way that they teach themselves today, which is in a largely multimedia environment where they have this opportunity for comparison with other people, more video, more electronic connections to materials and so on. What one of our colleagues in the US calls is raw teaching. The students provide material, you provide material, it's almost like you have this interaction between the two.
And then within this environment, we can actually set discussions and you can actually ask people to look for things. You can actually set them sort of mini tasks. Go away and read this or go and find this. And then when we all come together again in the seminar, we can all then move through it.
This new virtual learning environment makes me think almost that marketing teaching has caught up with marketing practice. So it is possible for the instructor to use a metric to see what each student, what interaction they have had. It allows them to understand the progress the student is making through each of the topics. It's almost like the gamification of the teaching of marketing, because the students can measure their own progress against other people in the class.
And it gives them, again, this sort of immediate gratification. They can see that they're learning. They can actually see their own progress. They can actually see how week to week that this is really building for them.
And suddenly it's become a competition.
So all of the notes are up there and you can actually link each chapter to each week's lectures that are being given. I think the philosophy of marketing is that you should always be looking at your macro and your micro environments to understand where the trends are coming from. You should be then adapting. So this is the perfect representation of that.
I don't believe it's an exaggeration to say that we have been wowed by the amount of time, the level of interaction that our students have had here. It's been just tremendous. We create this environment which all teachers want to do of co-created learning. It's a tremendously exciting opportunity for us all. It's an opportunity for us to lay a pathway to the future of teaching.
The way it's come together, the technology that's been put behind it, the build that the Wiley team have done, and it's been a brilliant piece of teamwork and it's just lovely.
And I wish I was an undergraduate student again with a digital marketing principles textbook like this.